So on that note, what I'm just speaking about here about having trouble holding a proper connection and doing this, I thought a couple things I thought. Now, we're all a little bit at varying levels, it seemed like. And last time when I split everybody into breakout rooms, I thought some people had an okay experience and other people not so much. It just didn't really work out, and maybe there's not enough guidance in there. So we thought maybe just keep everybody in the main room today and work together, do a meditation, get ourselves into the right zone. And then we can do an exercise as a group where people can connect and bring information. Does that suit everybody okay? Everybody cool with that? Stay in the main
Cool.
circle here, in the main, okay, good. And so, one of the things that really bothers me the most when I don't make a good connection is feeling like I didn't really get in there energetically and emotionally properly with the communicator, feeling like there was no give and take in the situation, I guess. Like, when we really have a great connection and we feel with the spirit world and we feel strongly with the spirit world, we feel so good, we feel so empowered and fulfilled, and it's a wonderful feeling. And it's not really the reason we get into it, but it's one of the benefits that we get from doing this work. I find. Everybody agree with me on that? Has everyone had a strong connection at some point where they've really felt that emotional fulfillment that we gain from it? And one of the things I know that has helped me get to that spot, whether I'm sitting on my own or doing the work, is sitting in the power, or sitting for trance, sitting with myself and my soul, and sitting with spirit, right? And I know I'm saying like 5 different things, but essentially, sitting in our own energy, getting ourselves completely centered within ourselves, and then making a shift into, wow, now I'd like to make some kind of a connection into the spirit world or my guidance, feeling into my own guides, or just directly in with a contact, or even just connecting to the healing guidance that is available to us all. So I won't try to name all these things because people have different opinions about what it is. But to me, I know when I really connect properly into the field, into the spirit world, I'm getting movement within my energy. I'm feeling healing and expansion. I'm feeling all kinds of great things that I would register emotionally and physically and spiritually within myself. They actually are palpable, right? And these are the rewards I love when we are on our own, doing it on our own. But this is also stuff that really helps in our own healing. And I recently had a great experience with it because I've got this ridiculous lump in my groin, like a fat lump. And, anyways, I had a big bow. It's like some kind of a thing. I don't know what it is, but anyway, they may take it out. And it's not really a big deal, but when I exercise a bunch, it'll get really tight and cause me a lot of pain. So I went into a deep state the other day, a deep trance state, and I connected to the healing guidance, and I stayed in there, I don't know, for a long time, at least an hour. And it all went away. And the swelling all went down and everything left me. And by the time I was done, I was like, what fat lump? It's gone, right? So I don't know. I'm going to see the surgeon on Thursday, and I'm sure he's going to be like, what are you complaining about? Why are you even bothering? But this is the effects, right, that we can gain for ourselves and for others. And anyway, I guess my point is, whether we're going into a trance-like state for healing, whether we're going into a trance-like state for mediumship, personal guidance, whatever, there's a real effect. It's very palpable, and this elevates and amplifies our energy and gives us an added boost, a connection into spirit, even if we're doing mental mediumship that we wouldn't normally get. So I guess in my thought process here today is that we would do a trance meditation, go into trance, but perhaps not for the purpose of speaking in trance, but just for the purpose of making a deeper connection to our own self, to our guidance, and potentially to the spirit world when we're ready. And so I wanted to walk you through that, get into a nice deep state, and go through a few different aspects of it, like connecting just to our own energy, and then making a shift, asking for guidance. Not everybody works with the concept of guidance. Whether you do or you don't, it's kind of irrelevant, because you could put in your own, adjective in there for your own purposes, like my own higher self, or my own mediumship self, or my astral energy body, or whatever way that you think of these things, right? So all of us change our state into a bit of an altered state when we do mediumship, right? We all have a subtle shift, some more than others. Certainly there is a subtle shift that we should be aware of. If we're not aware of it, not a big deal, because we still are absolutely doing mediumship, but it's nice to kind of walk through it, feel your own energy, feel the shift as you step into your mediumship mind, or into your mediumship guidance, and then let that build up and get a connection there. And then my suggestion from that point is we would shift into, let's feel somebody from the spirit world ourselves. So I'm going to ask you guys for your opinion on this aspect of it now. So we can just go from that state in the meditation into feeling our own spirit people. So the people that we wish to connect with the most, right? We can do that as an exercise. Some people have done this before and they don't like it, or they didn't have success, right? Or we can just say, I'm going to shift now into connecting to a spirit communicator. And that would be a reading that you would bring afterwards. As we finish the meditation, we would go through the group and you could bring in the person that you were connecting with. So you would have time during the meditation to sit with this person and then bring them through. So I probably said too many words there. So hands up for if you would like to connect to your own spirit people in the last part of this meditation. One person, two people. Okay. So I guess we'll go with connecting to a spirit communicator, if that's okay. So maybe Susie and Astrid, we can do that another time. It's what I mean. Not everybody loves that aspect of it. Like, it's not for everybody. So we'll go through the meditation. We will get into a nice deep state. So when I say trance, I'm not asking you to bring through the spirit communicator in trance. What I'm asking you to do is to get into an altered state to the point where you're going to have your own guidance with you. You're going to have your energy expanded, and then you're going to be in the right headspace to connect to a spirit communicator and get to know them. So sitting with that person, figuring out a little bit of information about them. If you are comfortable with it, you could have a piece of pen and paper beside you and just kind of jot down a couple notes. Otherwise, just keep it in your mind. But the concept here is that we're going to give ourselves the time to properly get to know the contact. Okay. So not rushing through it, being in the right space before we do it, and then being able to make a proper connection to that person. And then we'll go through the group and you can bring the information that you got, and we'll see. I'm going to put out a couple of names of people that you can connect to for me if you want to do that, because I know you guys have all worked together a lot, but you're more than welcome to just not connect to one of those people and just make your own connection organically to whoever joins you, right? All right. Okay, there, team. Let's just relax now. And let's just settle into ourselves. And really relax into your own energy at this time. Enabling all aspects of your body to just unwind. And give yourself gratitude for taking this time for yourself and for the spirit world. Taking this time to be truly in your soul and truly in yourself. With each breath, breathe all the way down into your pelvis, knowing that you're breathing in more and more of your own energy each time. And releasing anything you no longer need with your exhale. Releasing any tension or apprehension. Breathing in joy and goodness, wholeness. Knowing you're a being of light. And for this next hour, you will exercise that aspect of yourself wholeheartedly and with enthusiasm. And just get into a routine of breathing now, of connecting to your own soul and your superpower as a medium. As you continue to breathe, notice your energy running up and down your spine, up to the top of your head, making its rounds through your energetic system. Creating an environment of wholeness, clarity, and expansion. As you continue to breathe, identify these feelings of just being with yourself, not making it mean anything, not thinking of who you are or what you have to do, but just being aware and in with yourself in peace. As you continue to breathe, feel appreciation and acknowledgement of the self. Know that being and knowing yourself is all you really need. It's all your purpose really needs to be at this moment. And as you continue to breathe, feel your energy rising up now, up into your higher chakras, and even expanding beyond the body. And now take special notice of how you feel, of the feeling of yourself sitting with yourself. Just feel how that is. And now that you are complete with that feeling, shift now to your mediumship guidance. Ask the aspect of yourself that performs mediumship to come forward into the forefront of your being. If you work with guides, ask your guides to come forward now and blend with you. With each breath, breathe in more and more of this blending, of this feeling, of this quickening, and establish this connection with this aspect deeper and deeper, feeling the shifts and differences. As you feel this connection to self and to your guidance growing stronger, continue to breathe and surrender to it. Breathing, connecting, and surrendering to this deeper connection. Enjoy this connection with yourself and your guidance. And when you're ready, ask that a spirit communicator joins you and sits with you for the next while. You're not in a rush. You have all the time you need. Allow this contact to come in as it will, blend with you, and get to know you as you get to know them. Stay with them. Breathe them in with each breath, allowing the connection to build. And when the essence of their personality begins to come through, continue with it, stay with it, and begin to gather information that they wish to bring forward. Ask your contact to give you specific information that pertains to them. Information that the recipient would recognize. Find out what they loved. Find out what's important to them. And now, just in this last minute, just see if you can figure out who the contact is for, who the recipient is that they would like to connect with. And just if there's any last bits that they can give you before we come back into the main group to speak. We're just going to continue to keep that person with us if we have a contact established. And if not, just continue to keep yourself in a state of awareness and expansion, potentially ready for somebody to join you. And Philip, whenever you're ready, you just let us know and you can come forward and bring whatever came to you while you're in your meditation.
I'm stopping the recording at that point.
Okay.